Happy Fire Alarm Friday and welcome to System Test 23. So today's system test is essentially what will be a request, and I'm going to label it as such. The devices on this system were requested by YouTube user Fire-Lite, and his channel link will be provided at the very end of this video when the credit screen and everything rolls, so you'll see that there at the end. It kind of stemmed from the unboxing of the Honeywell S464A pull stations that I did a couple weeks ago, and I apologize for my absence the last few weeks. I've had a couple things going on at work that have kept me busy, but we are back nonetheless. So he had initially requested that I put up the local alarm version of the S464A that I unboxed just a couple weeks ago. So that's up here on the system, and we'll be using that one today. And then I had asked him, what notification appliance do you want to go with this? And he had requested the MT24 LSM, and we have it set, I believe, on Whoop was what he wanted. So that's what'll be up here too, and that'll be sounding. Now, you'll notice there's a bit of a change here. The moderator alarm is gone. I'm sure as many of you know, I have stepped down as a moderator of the Fire Alarm Technicians and Collectors Discord server with the launch of the Fire Panel. So with that, I felt it appropriate to take the moderator alarm down, which it's sitting on a display shelf next to me here on my bookshelf, and that's where it'll be for now. And what goes in this box, I don't know yet. I have yet to determine that, but it's something for me to work on in a future date, perhaps something having to do with automatic detection eventually. And I'm not sure what we're going to do with this key switch yet. It still trips the relay, and those leads still power up, but I'm not doing anything with them here at the moment. So we won't be testing that for the purposes of this video. Everything else on the system is essentially the same. The system is set, I believe, on temporal, last I checked. So let's go ahead and get straight into it and pull the alarm. Okay, so as you can hear, or maybe not hear, I don't know how well this microphone's picking it up, the MT does not necessarily enjoy the FWR output of the MS5, but it's still going just fine. The strobe flashes quite fast on this device too. It's a 1575 candela strobe. This was the one that I featured in a prior system test that I also talked about, don't go stealing tones from the MT. It's against the law and all that because Wheelock had put that notice in the product packaging for this. This is the bag that the device was packaged in. And I'd like you to take a moment to very carefully read this warning here. And yeah, so it's threatening that if you steal the tones of the Wheelock MT and use them outside of this license here, then you'll be sued by Wheelock, and that's the end of your YouTube career. But yeah, it's here doing audible silence, and this is one of its next appearances in my system test collection. So for the S464A, to reset it, we've got to take a screwdriver, and then there's this little tab that we're going to push down. The station opens, and with the spring action, the handle automatically resets. Now, if you'll recall from the unboxing, this version of the S464 has the manual toggle switch, so it's not a momentary, it's a latching one. Yeah, that thing is really making some noise on the silent sounder. So we flip the switch back up, and then the station just snaps right back into place. If we were going to do a brake rod, we would have installed it at that point too. So let's go ahead and reset the panel, and we'll change coding options here in a moment. We'll come on over. Oh, and as you can see, the moderator alarm now lives up here among many of the other things that I have. Alright, so we'll go ahead and change the coding option, which, there we go, mode. Alright. There we go, next. Act 2, we'll set it to march time. We'll pull the S464A again. Here. So come around here. That was weird. So I don't know, you guys probably heard that there. The MT was trying to go up in its whoop occasionally with the pulse of the march time, so perhaps we were tricking it a little bit there, and it thought that it was necessary for it to pitch up a little bit. Back with the FWR nonsense. So we'll reset. While that does that, we'll come back over and we'll set the panel to continuous, just to get the full effect of the whoop. There we go. Coding steady. You can see all of the collection is growing quite nicely here. I'm running out of space. I don't have enough space to put everything anymore, so I gotta figure that out. All right, and then we'll give it another pull here. Perfect. It's a very FWR-esque whoop. There we go. Oh, and then for anyone that didn't see it, this is the label inside the S464A, so it's the 1003-2 variant here. It's a fairly old pull station, but it's very robust and very reliable. Go ahead and reset the system here. And then I think that about does it here for System Test 23. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed Fire-Alert's request here. So I will hopefully see you next week. As of this time, I don't have any plans to skip, given that I don't have anything else that I really need to do for my job at this point. So hopefully, with any luck, I will be back next week. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.